Hi, this is Anita at Mindoro, and this video is about using Procreate to do a repeat pattern for some design that you might need. First of all, you will need to have the Procreate downloaded on your Apple iPad. And I use an iPad Pro, and I do find that the Pro is much better with the pencil and the screen. So you go to the Procreate app, and at the very top corner on the right-hand side, you'll see a plus button. And you can see that it's going, I've circled it right there. And when you press the plus, then go down to screen size. And you'll click on the screen size, and then what it'll do is a blank screen will come on. Once you get the blank screen, then you go to the very top there, there's a tool. And you go and you pick a photo, you add a photo, and there I've added a photo. So now what I can do, as long as the little arrow up there is done, I can move that photo around with either 2 fingers or my Apple Pencil. And then I'm going to move it around and put it exactly where I think it should be. And now what next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I am going to duplicate it. So I go up to the very top again, duplicate it, and then I have the little arrows going again. Every time the arrow's there, you can move it. There I'm going again, you can see I'm duplicate again. The arrow's there and I can move it. So you always go up there to the top right hand side there, and you can always pinch with your 2 fingers to be able to make the size bigger or smaller. I'm gonna duplicate it one more time. So now it's duplicated all the way across, and then I will open each of these there, and then up there you'll see group, and I will press the group. Now what I can do is I can duplicate the group. So I slide and I duplicate the group there, and then I move that up and I can position it any way that I wanted. And you can see how nicely that duplicates the entire group. And whenever you have the little green thing there, you can basically turn it any way that you want to turn it or adjust it. So now I'm going to duplicate it one more time, but first I'm going to erase the extra layer I put on. So now I'm going to duplicate this, and then I'm going to move it and go down again. So I pretty much here now have the entire piece. Now what I do is I go to the top where there's a toolbar, and then I want to go to share, and I want to do JPEG, and then I just export it, and then it exports to my photos. It's that simple. And there it is. It's all done. Now I will go in and I will crop it a little bit in my photos, and this is how the finished one looks. You can see it looks actually quite nice, and you should be able to use it for different patterns and different things. Now I'm going to go back again and do the same process. There's another pattern that I want to repeat. I will go again to the top. I will do the screen size there with the plus button. I will get a screen. I will be able to take this, and whenever there's the arrow there, I can move it. If there's no arrow, you can't move it. So you have to make sure that you have that little arrow there pressed and highlighted so that you can move it into position. Now you can kind of decide how you want to do it. Same thing, you duplicate it, and then when there's the arrow there and the little green bar with the circle, you can move it and you can adjust it. We will now do it again. So each time you want to duplicate, you have to go up to the very top there to duplicate the layer, and then you move the layer. So those that work with Photoshop will understand a bit about layers. So duplicate again, and then you move the layer. So now I have an entire row done of what I want to have on my repeat pattern. So I go now and I can slide each of these. You can slide to the right or to the left on each one of these in order to make the group. So sometimes some people like to use the pen, some people like to use the pencil. I sometimes you like to use the pencil or use their finger. Sometimes the finger is easier. You go again, you just sort of slide it and make sure it gets highlighted, and then you press the group again, and now it has been grouped. And you can take the group and you can duplicate the group. And then once the group's duplicated, you have the little arrows there that you can make sure you can move it, and you can move and adjust the group any way you want to. So now you see I could bring it up or down or whatever I want to do. I could decide how I want to put the group up. and then you can place the group up. And once you've positioned it, make sure that that little blue arrow at the top is done. You can go again and you can do another group, and you can again make sure the blue arrow is pressed, and then you can duplicate the group and move it as you want to be able to move it. This is really a great way to be able to do any type of repeat patterns you might need. And this here is the finished product that we have, where we've taken one photo and I made a repeat so we can be able to do some designs on it. I'm going to show you the patterns again so you can see them. If you have enjoyed this video, please press subscribe and go to our blog on Mindoro.com to check out other great videos and other great things that we have done. If you have any need for any product development in Asia, we'd love to help you. Feel free to contact us. Duplicate again. Duplicate again. You can duplicate. You can duplicate again.